mga online sellers. Mura, mabilis at maaasahang deliver service ba ang hanap mo? Yung hindi ka napipila ng matagal dahil courier mismo ang pipick up ng parcel sa bahay or opisina mo? Viajeros Express Cainta Rizal Branch ang maaasahan mo. 100% serbisyong Pinoy. Guaranteed next day delivery. Hindi mo kailangan magbayad agad ng shipping fee para maipadala ang parcels mo. Pwede kang mag-offer ng cash on delivery payment sa mga customer mo. No COD fee. Hanggang 5 attempts ang pag-deliver sa customer. No RTS fee. No minimum parcel required para maging VIP partner. Real-time ang monitoring sa libreng dashboard. May magiging dedicated account manager ka pa. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? Grow your online business with Viajeros Express Cainta Rizal Branch. Kabiyahe mo sa pag-asenso. Kay Viajeros, siguradong alaga ka sa serbisyo.
Life has become fast and busy. People have become more web savvy on internet. Video is where your customer are spending time. Video marketing is the latest trend. Video marketing is getting bigger and bigger. 95% online marketers use videos. 85% visit the website after viewing the video and make purchase decisions. Video marketing can get you more click-through rate, more exposure, more social engagement, 73% more conversion lift, and 95% more brand impact. Introducing Pinoy eCom Vids. What we do? Video ads, graphic design, motion graphics, and product shoot. Protected deals and 100% successful deals. Here's some of our testimonials. Contact us via Facebook, email, and phone messaging or phone call.
For work or play, increase focus and stamina while powering through a workout or any physical and mental activity. Drink Coffee Charm every day. Get into your optimal energy zone and stay there for longer. We mean what we say what we mean. Say no more.
Do you want to build a personal brand online? PC Mastercamp is for you.
PC Mastercamp is the accelerator of the next big personal brands.
It is the most interactive and transformative 3-day virtual camp you'll ever attend in the Philippines.
You will be equipped with the clarity, direction, and foundation for creating a unique, effective, and profitable personal brand.
Discover your strengths and learn how to leverage them.
Obtain the technical skills and knowledge to maintain and grow your brand.
You will do all of this with close guidance, support, and accountability from the community.
Learn from the coaches that specialize in different areas of brand building such as strengths mastery, brand identity, brand growth, graphic design, video creation, and writing.
So Passionate Creators is actually a community of purpose-driven and remarkably supportive individuals.
Pursuing what you love and reaching for the stars will be the new normal once you're surrounded with brand builders and thought leaders.
It's your turn to transform your passion into a living.
Transform your plan into action.
And make your message go viral. In PC Mastercamp,
Passions will be made real.
Together with RTD Vlogging Academies, Real Talk Darbs.
This is where it starts.
PC Mastercamp is
for you.
Enroll now.
See you in PC Mastercamp.
Ayan. Hi, everyone. Good evening. So, welcome to our viewers tonight. Medyo hindi maganda yung chick din ko. Bago kasi. Sorry, medyo na-rush sa pag-aayos. So, good evening to everyone. If it's your first time watching, so basically what we have this month is a month-wide interview series for us to be able to celebrate lives, celebrate wins, and celebrate journeys of e-com entrepreneurs. Or if they're not in the e-commerce scene, their business is connected to e-commerce. So basically, the reason why we're doing this is to be able to inspire people who would want to venture or would want to start an e-commerce business. For those who's been in e-commerce for quite a while and are struggling, to inspire them to keep going. To be inspired as well by the journey or the stories of our guests, what they went through, what their past was, what they're currently at now. And of course, to be able to spread good vibes all throughout the month. So for our guest tonight, is our 13th episode. Grabe, ang bilis ng panahon. Parang kaka-Labor Day lang. Parang kaka-May 1 lang, no? And then, just, ano na ba ngayon? 22, my God, it's already May 22. In 9 days, June na. So, almost half the year na tayo. Parang kakabagong taon lang, no? Sobrang bilis ng panahon. So, that's why, the right time to start e-com is now. And I hope that the stories of our guests, especially our guest tonight, would inspire you to start your e-commerce business. Or again, if you are, you've been, you're now doubting yourself, you've been doing e-com for quite a while, but you're doubting yourself because of struggles and all, I hope that our guest tonight will be able to inspire you. So our guest for tonight is the owner of Topline Enterprise Incorporated together with her husband, Ramos. So our guest for tonight is Gina Ramos. Good evening, Gina.
Hello, good evening, Mary. Thank you for the invitation.
Good evening. How are you tonight?
Okay naman. Ayos naman.
And belated happy birthday. Kaka-birthday lang po ni Gina nung isang araw. So yan, good evening. And again, thank you so much for gracing us to guest you so that you'll be able to share your personal side to our viewers or to our audience. So my very first question for you, Gina, is, who is Gina bago ka naging business owner?
Marami ako naging trabaho in the past. Palipat-lipat ako ng work noon. Kasi di ba nung younger pa, medyo maarte pa, alam mo yun. Parang di ko bet sa company na to. So lilipat na naman ako after a year, ganyan. So I'm actually a licensed nutritionist by profession. So hindi ko masyadong sinasabi sa iba yun. But yun yung background ko. And then so parang once ko lang siya na-practice. And then after that, mostly ang background ko ay sa call center, sa BPO industry. Tapos, yung nag-asawa kami ni Bjorn, nagkaroon ng problem kasi premature yung baby namin, yung panganay namin, nagkaroon ng congenital hydrocephalus. So, sakitin siya, ganyan-ganyan. So, I stopped working. And then, after that, so mga ilang taon din ako nag-stop na full-time housewife lang ako noon. And then, nung okay na siya, medyo okay na siya, naisip ko na maghanap na ng work online na lang para nasa bahay pa rin ako. Nakikita ko pa rin siya, naalagaan ko pa rin siya, pero kumikita pa rin ako ng pera. So, naghanap ako ng online work. And then, marami akong nagawang online work, like nagtuturo ako ng English at Japanese, pinagdaanan ko yon. Tapos, yung last na work ko online was ano ba yun? Accountant lawyer yung boss ko na Australian. Yun, nag-work ako, yun yung matagal, like 6 years. And then, yun nga, after that, I decided to go full-time na dun sa business.
So, how and why ka napuntang e-commerce?
That time kasi, yung boss ko, na Australian, accountant lawyer siya. Tapos, meron siyang mga, clients na Amazon yung business, online. So, nakita ko na parang, totoo pala, pwede palang kumita online. Pwede palang magkaroon ng online business. Doon ko na-realize na, totoo siya. So, pinag-aralan ko siya. Yung una actually, ang nasimulan ko, affiliate marketing. So, ClickBank, ganyan-ganyan. So, research ako. Kumita ako konti lang. Meron pa akong check-in ng ClickBank na sobrang liit lang niya, promise. Tapos so, yun. And then, parang na-prove ko, ay oo, pwede pala siya, pwede siya. So, yun, nag-aral pa ako. Tapos, 2016 ako, nag-start ng dropshipping na international store. Na mag-isa lang ako that time. Nag-aaral lang ako, after ng work, so work ako 8 to 5. After ng work, so matutulog yung mga bata, ganyan. 9 o'clock up to 12, midnight, doon ako nag-aaral. Doon ako gumagawa ng store, ganun yun sa negosyo, ganyan. 1 year yon na ginawa ko yung dropshipping na store na international na lang. Hindi ako masyadong kumita na time. Actually, puro palabas lang yung pera that time. Pero doon ako natuto about Shopify, about mga apps, marketing, ganyan. Yan. Parang nag-freeze ka ata. Mary? Ay, nawala ka, Mary. Sige, hintayin kita. Nag-freeze din ako para dalawa tayo. Okay, wait lang natin. Wala ata siya. Wait lang. Oh, hi, Divine. Oh, hi, Floricel. Yes, waiting lang tayo. Wait lang natin. Ayun, ay nawala. So, ako na lang. Kunin ko yung list ng questions. Hello. Mag-hi na lang ako sa inyo. Ako na lang yung host. Narinig ko si Bjorn sa labas. Hello. Hello, Johaira.
Sorry. Can you see me na?
Yes. Yan, dyan ka na.
Ayan. Yan talaga ang hirap pag live, no? Ang kalaban mo talaga internet. Sorry about that. So since you're a housewife, you're a mom, how has being an entrepreneur affect your personal life?
Nung simula sobrang busy talaga. Kailangan talaga na yung time management. So, nagbe-breastfeed pa ako noon. Noon tayo na nagsimula ako, nag-aaral ako. Siyempre yung breastfeeding, maraming oras yun sa gabi, tapos clingy pa siya, parating mong hawak, tapos nag-breastfeed habang nasa laptop lang ako, ganyan. So, yung sa personal life, malaking tulong talaga dahil dito na kami nabubuhay lahat eh. It's a family business that we built. So, partner ko yung sister ko, brother-in-law ko, tapos si Bjorn niya, so 4 kami na mag-partner. Tapos, natutulungan na rin namin yung brother ko, kasama na rin namin siya sa business, saka yung wife niya. So, parang siya, malaki talaga ng nabago sa buhay namin simula na nag-start kami ng e-commerce.
So, naging family, kumbaga parang hindi lang just between you and Bjorn, no? Kumbaga even your sabi mo nga your in-laws and your sibling as well. So how is it doing business with Bjorn?
Mahirap yung adjustment namin in the beginning. Until now, nag-aaway pa rin kami kasi medyo strong yung personality namin parehas plus yung sa mga decision. So, nung simula, talagang mahirap kasi never naman kami nagtrabaho na magkasama, di ba? So, magkaiba yung mga trabaho before. So, nung nagtrabaho na kami na sinamanahan niya na ako sa business. So, nangangapa kami. Kasi syempre sa decision making, 4 kami. So, nag-overlap. Tapos, so, dun kami nag-decide, dun namin na-realize na hindi pwedeng ganito. Dapat may structure siya. So, inayos namin, nilagyan namin ng mga roles, responsibilities, ganyan. Ginawa namin na it's a real company na dapat isa lang ang magli-lead. Isa lang yung decide. Tapos, ganun lang, parati lang kaming nag-uusap, discussion, ganyan. And also, yung respect for each other. Napaka-importante niya na. Nandun lagi yung respect, saka yung trust.
That's right. If you don't mind, what was Bjorn's background bago kayo nag full-time business?
Nasa Teletech siya that time. Yung last na.
Call center din.
Call center din yung background niya.
So, were you the ones who convinced him to shift to doing business with you, or was it something na he initiated to do?
No, pinasok ko rin siya dun sa business. Kasi that time, nandito ako sa Olongapo naka-base. Tapos sa Manila, so separate kami. So, sabi ko, pag-aaralan ko to ng gusto para magkakasama na tayo dito sa negosyo.
Okay. And so, since a lot of people are shifting to selling online, how do you and your company stay on top with all the arising people who would want to either venture in e-com or business owners for entrepreneurs?
Meron ako dito ang pinapag-aralan na recent book lang. It's called actually luma na yung book na yun eh. Pero maganda siya. It's called The Blue Ocean Strategies. Tuturo niya about not competing in the same market, not competing in all the other companies doing the same thing, ganyan. Create your own market ang tinuturo niya doon. So, meron kasi tayo naman may sarili tayong purpose, may sarili tayong mission and all, and you have to start with the vision in mind. So, ano bang gusto mong marating doon sa company nyo, doon sa business nyo? Ano yung purpose nyo? So, yun sa amin, doon kami nakafocus kung ano yung pinaka-long term na goal namin, yung vision namin. And then, syempre, nandun yung, after a while, if you tell your story to your audience, to your market, then you get their trust, magiging loyal customers mo na sila. And you always start with the quality products. Yung produkto na pagmamalaki mo na alam mo na pag ikaw gumamit mismo, magiging satisfied ka. Na yung produkto mo kapag quality, you don't have to market it. It will market itself, yung quality products.
Correct. And if your product is really good, word of mouth, diba?
Yes.
Kumbaga parang yun yung biggest, other than having loyal clients or loyal customers, through word of mouth, kumbaga that's gonna be your biggest marketer already. And parang yung sabi ni Riza yesterday, like she doesn't, like how, same with what I got from you na, you don't actually look at competition, but basically what you look at is your own company and how you can make it better or improve it better. So parang your competition is just you, not other people or other businesses. That's nice. So since you're a mom, you're a wife, and you're a business owner, can you describe to us or outline to us your typical day?
Meron akong routine. Nakuha ko to nung nag-start ako nag-NBU. Yan, yung 5 a.m. club. Pero minove ko siya ng konti kasi masyadong maaga yung 5 a.m. for me. Tapos kailangan kong matulog pa, di ba? So, nag-start ako mga 5:30 to 6, ganyan. Yung routine ko, gising ako maaga. Depende sa mood. Minsan treadmill ng konti or yoga or stretching or something. Or minsan mag-lie down lang ako sa floor para ma-stretch lang yung back ko. Tapos, I study audiobooks or mas nag-work kasi sa akin yung audiobooks eh. Kasi yung hard copy or PDF. Tapos, meditate ako ng konti and then prayer. Yun. Yun yung morning routine ko. Parang yun yung me time ko. Parang yun yung pre-game plan. Bago ko sumunod sa gera. Kailangan ko i-prepare yung sarili ko na parang nandoon yung tamang mindset. Tapos, nakakatulong kasi yung meditation sa akin na mas maging stable emotionally, makontrol ko yung, dati kasi yung temper ko talaga tumataas. So, doon yung nakatulong sa akin. Tapos yun, so, pag gigising na yung mga bata, so, papakainin sila, luto. I start working 9 a.m. Kasi mga 8 o'clock ganyan or 8:30 nag-homeschool ako ng konti dun sa bunso ko. So, yun, basta I spend time with the kids lang muna, ayusin ko yung routine nila. Tapos, 9 o'clock, start na mag-work, diretso na yan, flow ko hanggang 12. May play group pala si Franco ng 11, so may 1 hour ako na kasama ko siya. Tapos, quiet time kami ng 1 to 3. Quiet time, pinapatulog yung mga bata, ganyan. So, kami din, nagnanap din kami ni Bjorn, ganyan. So, kailangan pahinga. And then, merienda, tapos work ulit. Hihinto ako ng magdi-dinner na. Mga 6:30, papakainin sila, ganyan. Tapos after doon, hindi na ako mag-work. Dati kasi dinediretso ko hanggang gabi. Pero kasi nakaka-burnout din talaga. Kailangan magpahinga. Tapos kailangan mag-spend ng time with the kids. Ganyan.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Parang sabi nga ni one of my biggest takeaways from Riza yesterday is she sets boundaries. Kasi 'di ba, parang tayo ideally, I mean, especially for those who starting, no, ideally, parang if you're doing business full time, parang you feel and you think that you're actually working 24/7. I'm pretty sure nung nagsa-start, Gina, hindi pa ganyang kaluwag ang schedule mo. Wala masyadong me time, wala masyadong family time. More on work, and study.
Oo, lalo na nung sabay pa na meron akong work that time. Hindi ko naman binabawasan yung oras dun sa work ko. So 8 hours binibigay ko talaga dun kasi syempre binabayaran ako ng company.
Correct.
Yung ginagawa ko naman sa business ko ay sa gabi. So hindi talaga ako nanood ng TV, news lang kapag minsan galing dinner, 'di ba? Dadaan ka dun sa TV. So, hindi ko alam yung mga kanta na, yung mga artista. Hindi na ako makarelate dahil hindi ko na sila kilala dahil puro lang ako, trabaho, tapos aral, tapos konting negosyo, ganun. Ganun lang ang nangyayari.
Right. So, for those who's new, so basically like the typical day that Gina shared is more of someone who's been doing business for a while already and medyo nakapag-delegate na ng tasks, ng other work. So, kumbaga parang that is her ideal setup for a typical day. But for those of you who watched our episode since episode 1, one of the things that's common with the business owners is that at the start of the day, meron silang routine. Merong mga self-improvement routine, like as what Gina mentioned. She meditates, she listens to audiobooks, binagay mo ba na exercise? Nag-sabi mo ng exercise?
Kailangan siya.
Exercise also, diba? So, kumbaga parang almost all of them mentioned the same thing na before they start their day, meron silang routine to psych their day or to prepare them for the day itself. Parang yung, as what Gina mentioned din, na before, nung wala pa siya masyadong morning routine, medyo mabilis tumaas yung temper or uminit yung ulo, which is basically what me and Jay, just Mines, actually talked about the other day also, na kumbaga parang, though si Jay naman, part of his parang startup routine is not even looking at the phone, not checking social media, kumbaga parang yun, meditation, puro positive thoughts lang. And through having parang a preparation like that for the day actually helps you have a more positive outlook throughout the day. Na regardless if, kunyari, biglang may mabasa kang email or say for example, biglang merong naging problem sa business through within the day, it wouldn't trigger you as much since na-prepare mo yung parang heart, mind, and soul mo at the start of the day. So medyo mas hindi ganun ka bilis na maa-upset ka or medyo mas controlled yung emotion. So it's really good to have um a morning or not necessarily a morning routine, but it depends on how your day is scheduled. But before you start your day, have a routine that would prepare you for the day itself. So yeah, that's nice
Correct.
to hear. How do you define success, Gina?
For me, success kapag nakikita ko yung improvement sa life na hindi lang sa amin, pati yung mga kasama namin sa trabaho, pati yung mga kaibigan namin or family namin or ganyan. Yung ano lang ba, hindi lang naman pera. Hindi siya pera actually.
Right.
Mararamdaman mo rin eh. Kasi kapag nakafocus ka sa pera talaga, pwedeng mabago yung pagkatao mo. Mababago ka. So kapag kailangan hindi yun ang purpose mo eh. Kailangan iba yung purpose mo. Dapat deeper siya. Kasi mababurnout ka after a while, ano na yun, iba na lang ang may isip mo lagi, kung puro pera, pwede kang gumawa ng kasamaan or ibang mga bagay dahil sa pera. Pero kung iba ang purpose mo, iba yung definition mo ng success na kapag nakakatulong ka. Ako masaya kapag nakikita ko na parang nag-e-enjoy sila sa trabaho or na-appreciate kami ng mga kasama namin sa trabaho or yung sa family namin, kung kahit pa paano, yung medyo maluwag pagdating sa finances, yung ganyan. So, yun ang yung time ba? Yung time na kaya mong spend na with your family and your kids.
Right. That's nice. So, kumbaga parang success for you is also making people around you successful as well.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
It's very nice. How do you keep yourself motivated? And what are the things that keeps you doing to achieve your goals?
Yung family ko, yung kids ko. Kasi ako, nakikita ko na malaki yung impact ng kung ano yung magiging buhay namin dun sa mga anak namin. So, kung ako, I try to always improve myself. I try to always learn. Kasi, mapipick up yun eh. Kung ano yung habits ko ngayon, kung ano yung mentality ko ngayon, yung mindset ko ngayon, mapipick up yun ng mga anak ko. Kasi lalo na yung yung panganay namin, nagtatanong na siya, Mami, ba't ka parating nag-aaral or why you going to school? Kasi di ba, nag-i-school pa tayo. Bakit ka nag-aaral? Bakit ka, di ba, graduate ka na, ganyan. Sabi ko, you never stop learning. Kailangan to. Tapos, pinapakita ko sa kanya, nag-meditate ako, pinapakita ko sa kanya, nag-exercise ako. Para yun ang norm sa kanila. Yun ang, so pinapakita ko rin, nag-breastfeed ako. So, parang, eto, gusto ko ma-improve din na yung thinking nila, na madadala nila. And, syempre, magiging, ako, I can start with my kids. Pero yung impact na magagawa ko, if I make them better persons, they can also create more human beings in the future. Tapos, yun, makakatulong kahit papano, di ba, sa ano.
Yes, that's so right, diba? Kumbaga, if we always what do you, kumbaga parang, of course, for our children, we are their role models, diba? Whatever, kumbaga parang nahuhone yung personality nila depending on how they see their parents and at the same time, their environment. So if they see na si mommy and si daddy, sobrang sipag, si mommy and si daddy showing me kindness, showing me love, it's the same thing that they would show other people as well.
Yes,
So that's
correct.
good. Kasi like especially na, 'di ba, with kids. Ako like my panganay is a special child. Pero in a way, parang I'm almost magka-age sila nung panganay mo. He's also 11. Tapos, minsan, pag kunyari, join ako sa field trip niya, tapos may kasamang mga normal kids, hindi ako sanay sa batang makulit. Kasi yung anak ko, kahit na special siya, kahit na special child siya, he's very manageable. Very manageable siya talaga. Kaya nga sa kambal ko, hindi ako sanay na makulit at very clingy.
Ah.
Kasi yung panganay ko hindi ganon. Pero
Mm.
parang part of, parang I was thankful that he was a special child kasi parang naisip ko na lang na, at least yung anak ko hindi mapapabarkada, hindi mababad influence, hindi ako magkakaroon ng sakit ng ulo na sino mga kaibigan, sino kinakausap. Parang that's part of what I'm thankful for na I was given a special child. Kasi I think lalo na ngayon, no, it's really hard to be a parent with social media, with all the bullying and all na parang sabi ko nga, I need to prepare myself now especially with my twins. But it's hard to be a parent. It's really hard to be a parent. And I think being a business owner is a gift because we actually have more time. I mean, as soon as we learn how to manage our time all throughout the day, we're I think that's one of, especially if you're in the e-commerce space, na even if you're working, you still get to be with, you still get to define the time that you would want to spend with your children, with your family. So that is actually an advantage because I also work in call center din ako for 12 years. And prior to doing business, talagang I was a slave. I was a corporate slave kasi sobrang workaholic din ako. So of course, because I was a breadwinner, I had a special child. I was a single
Medyo nag-break at. Wait lang. Hello muna ako. Hi Jack, hi Ai, hi Rain, hi Yanil. Nag-hi na lang muna ako. Hi Patet. Sabi ni Nell, agree on being a good example for our kids. Thank you, Nell. Yes, agree on that. Thank you, Yanil, for watching. Hi, Rain. Hi ako. Hi, Nicole. Shout out muna. Live selling. Lang 20. Hello po. Ay, hello po. Hello, Kuya Allen. Thank you for watching. Ayun na siya bumabalik.
Internet na sakit sa pa. Feel ko pa naman yung kanikwento ko, nakakainis. Anyway, so kumbaga parang, as I was saying, I didn't really have much quality time with family. Because other than office-based, parang I work 10 to 12 hours na sa office ako. So parang ang quality time lang namin ng panganay ko is uuwi ako, matutulog ako, nakasama niya lang ako sa room. Pero that's it. Kumbaga, ganun lang siya. So, being a business owner, and I mean, by the time that we learn to manage our time already, kasi sa umpisa nga, di ba? Kumbaga sa umpisa talagang we spend a lot of time trying to understand the ropes, trying to build the business itself or build the company itself. So, it'll take a while, but As soon as you get to manage your time, yun na. Kumbaga parang hindi ka na masyadong slave nung business itself. Mas na
Yes.
ma-manage mo na siya. 'Di ba? So
True.
yun. What is the best advice that you can give to someone new or to someone who would want to venture e-commerce pa lang?
To e-commerce, it's a real business. Kala nila kasi parang quick money lang siya. Pagpasok mo, mayaman ka na agad, 7 digit. Kasi di ba yun ang mga nakikita nila ngayon sa mga mga graph, mga ganyan. Na pagpasok mo ka lang, may orders na agad, di ba? It's a real business talaga. Maraming oras na kailangan mong i-google sa pag-aaral. Ako noong time ko, nag-start ako 2016, nag-aaral lang ako. Isang taon ako noon na, sa bagay, forever naman na puyat ng mga mothers, no? Pero doble pa yung puyat ko that time. Sobrang nagkaroon na ako ng migraine, ng vertigo. Maraming sakit akong nakuha dahil sa pag-aaral ng e-commerce. So, yung seryosohin niyo siya. And sa umpisa pa lang, kapag kumita ka, pag sinuwerte ka at naging maayos, find a good mentor. Yun muna yung una. Kasi if you have the budget, find a really good mentor. Parang shortcut na yun. Kasi merong mag-guide sa'yo, magtuturo sa'yo. Pero do your research to find yung talagang credible na mentor na mag-guide. And then, ipunin nyo muna yung pera. Yun yung number one. Huwag ka muna mag-spend, huwag palitan yung lifestyle mo, huwag mo nang bumili ng kung ano-ano. Kasi, it's a real business talaga na may up and down. May mga hindi ka parating kikita. May mga lalabas na pera lagi. So, yung mga first years mo talaga, siguro kahit up to 4 years or more, ipunin mo lang yung pera mo. So, yun. Yan na.
Kasi may iba, kakakita pa lang, waldas pera na. Instead na ipunin muna, diba? May mga ganun eh. And, kumbaga, some people get blindsided by the success of others. Kaya nga, I mean, that's also one reason why, I also did this interview series for them to see the struggles. Kasi some, yung nag-uumpisa pa lang, or mag-aaral pa lang, iniisip na nila agad na, magkano kayang kikitain ko after ng training. Na, like ako, when I do consultation calls for our dropshipping business, tatanong agad, ilang months po bago ko makita yung ROI. So I always tell them na do not even think of the ROI yet. Especially if you're new, give yourself at least 3 months. And sa 3 months na yan, expect mo na malulugi ka. Lugi muna. Hindi agad success. And I always tell them na e-commerce not a get quick rich scheme. Mabilis ang pera. Once na marunong ka na. Pero pag hindi ka pa marunong, nag-uumpisa ka pa lang, give yourself time to learn. Kasi 'di ba, kumbaga hindi naman imposible na unang product mo na test, unang ad set mo, what if naging successful naman talaga, 'di ba? It's very possible. However, you shouldn't still stop learning kasi hindi naman forever yung product na yan, 'di ba? Or hindi naman forever yung ad set na yan. Because e-com, parang like Gina, 'di ba? Kailan ka pa nag-e-com? 2016 ba? Tama ba? Sabi mo?
2016.
So imagine from 2016, ilang years na? 17, 18, 19, 5 years, right? And you're still studying, correct? So it's a continuous learning also, di ba? As simple as Facebook ads. Si Facebook, sa palagay ba, kung si Facebook hindi nagbabago ng algorithm, lahat na nag-e-com, or kung si Facebook walang topak, imagine lahat, di ba? Lahat ng nag-e-com, mayaman, di ba? Napakadaling mag-e-com. Imagine that. But the fact na si Facebook nagpapalit ng algorithm from time to time is what makes the game more challenging. And at the same time, dun din matetest yung character mo if this business is really for you. Why? Why? Because ang tendency mo, lalaban ka. Kumbaga parang, okay, nagbago si Facebook ng algorithm. Aaralin mo ngayon kung ano yung mag-work with the new algorithm. Pag nagbago na naman, aral ulit, 'di ba? Parang before, puro boost post lang. Biglang after a while, hindi na masyado gumagana yung boost post, kailangan matuto ng conversion. Biglang dumating naman yung time na sobrang paharipan ni conversion, biglang messaging ads naman ng naging patok. And we're fortunate now because ang dami ng other social media platforms na pwede kang mag-run ng ads like si TikTok, si Twitter, si Viber, may Laika, ano pa ba, Kumu ba yun? Parang nakikita ko minsan
Kumu
may
app.
Kumu app. Kumbaga, now there's actually more platforms where you can also run your ads. It just so happen na si Facebook ang nakagisna natin because we're very heavy users of Facebook as well. But, kumbaga parang technically, I would say nga si Google Ads, mas malaki yung target, yung mas malaki yung potential niya for market. However, since dito sa Pilipinas, and if you would want to target Filipinos who's here, talagang Facebook, since a lot of people use Facebook. So, kumbaga, yun nga, sabi nga ni Gina, look for a good mentor. I mean, if you're the type of person na, kasi di ba, may mga tao naman na sobrang galing mag-self-study, di ba? If you have that time, go ahead. There's a lot of free courses or free content in YouTube. Sa YouTube na lang, kung masipag ka, ang dami talagang free content. Pero sabi nga ni Gina, which I agree on, if medyo mas gusto mong ma-fast pace ng konti, yung learning mo, go and get a good mentor. Now, if you really want a good mentor, expect to pay. Diba? Why? Because you're not just paying for the learnings, but you're actually paying for this person's experience. Imagine yung kunyari, if someone is in the business, let's say that person is doing it for 3-4 years already. If you pay for their mentorship, lahat ng mistakes niya sa 3 to 4 years na yon, hindi na niya sasabihin na niya sa'yo na wag mong gawin to. Diba? So basically, that person will teach you what worked for him. Kasi may mga ibang tao na gusto nilang matuto, gusto nila ng mentor, pero ayaw naman magbayad ng mahal, diba? I mean, these mentors have different fees, but you need to respect whatever amount they charge because you are paying for their experience. Meron din naman, if you don't do your research well, may mga ibang tao naman, mabubulag ka naman dahil sobrang mura nung fee nila, pero budol pala. I mean, that's a fact, diba? Lalo na ngayon, sa sobrang dami na nagbe-venture ng e-com. Kasi may mga ganyan eh. 1 month, kaka-training lang. Kaka-apply pa lang 1 month. Instead na mag-scale ng product nila, ang scaling nila, gagawa sila ng course. Diba? Maggagawa agad ng course. Tuturo. Lodi na. Diba? So, be careful lang din. Be careful with tama si Gina, be careful with sino yung mga tao na magpapaturo din naman kayo. Wala namang masama na mag-research, magtanong ng feedback. Kasi may mga, ako marami ako kakilala, hindi not kakilala, but nalaman ko na, yun nga, nabudol sa mga guru, or yung iba kasi ayaw, ewan ko ba, yung iba ayaw, gusto magnegosyo, pero ayaw gumastos. Diba? Guys, this is a real business. Hindi to basta affiliate marketing, hindi ito yung mga, ang dami kasing mga ano ngayon eh, minsan yung mga, sabihin nila, may Facebook, may ano ka ba, may Facebook account ka ba, may phone ka ba, kikita ka ng pera. This is different. This is basically building a business, building your own company. Yun nga lang, you're selling online. Kumaga, wala ka lang, wala ka lang store na physical.
Just
But
make sure.
apparently, when your business grows, possible na magkaroon ka na talaga ng office. Kasi majority naman talaga na nag-start sa e-com, ang office nila is yung bahay din nila, 'di ba? As long as you have your computer, your laptop, you can actually do the business. And it's not a get quick rich scheme,
Yes.
but then again, once you learn the ropes, once you learn the a strategy, guys, the money is very fast. Mabilis din naman siyang pumasok. But at the same time, you need to be willing to spend as well on your ads. Don't expect, parang, 'di ba, meron din naman na gusto mag 7 digits. Pero, ang ginagastos lang sa ads, 1,000 a month. Ayaw nang gumastos more than that. 'Di ba? Balance siya eh, 'di ba? It's a balance. The more you spend on ads, the more chances of getting a lot of sales. So kung merong mga nagpo-post diyan na kumikita sila ng say 1 million a month or say 1 million a day, ang laki ng ginastos niyan sa ads for that as well. Hindi basta-basta lalaki ang parang ano lang yan eh. Like si Jollibee or si McDonald's. Was there ever a time na nanonood ka ba ng TV na hindi ka nakakita ng Jollibee at ng McDonald's na advertisement? Never, di ba? Because even if they're already very known brands, even if they're very famous already, they spend a lot in their marketing. TV commercial, radio, billboards, di ba? Kung yung mga kilalang brand na nga, ganon, di ba? So that's basically the same thing that we do. And we're just fortunate that we have a platform that is not as expensive when it comes to advertising. So just learn
Yes.
how to do it. So,
Investment.
ano naman ang what best advice naman can you give for someone who's been doing e-com for a while but is struggling?
If they've been doing e-com for a while, alam na nila yung flow eh. Na may up and down talaga. Na in any business, parating may gano'n naman. May up and down siya. So, kakapit lang. Malalampasan mo rin siya. Pero kailangan mo kasing pag-aralan kung ano yung ginagawa mo na hindi nag-work. At yung kailangan mong baguhin, ang yung kailangan mo improve sa process, sa marketing, or whatever sa system na ginagawa mo. So, I mean, these are just ways for us to learn. Redirection lang din to. Yung mga struggles na pinagdadaanan natin.
Yes, that's correct. Kumbaga, there are always ups and downs in business, 'di ba?
Yes.
Kahit nga if you work in even if you're an employee, 'di ba? Hindi naman siya laging smooth sailing lang all the time. Sometimes there are challenges that you experience. Minsan may mga difficulties. Even in your personal life, there are challenges. So it's the same thing. So, kumbaga in business, ganun din siya. Parang yung sabi ko nga, 'di ba? Just imagine if si Facebook walang topak, lahat na ng Facebook ads,
Wish natin.
yaman, 'di ba? Oo, 'di ba? Imagine, 'di ba? Kumbaga that's parang nasa langit nun eh, 'di ba? Na kahit anong gawin mo, run ka ng ads, lahat ng product na i-test mo, winning palagi. At the same time, it will bore you because wala na eh, you're getting everything, but these challenges or the struggles itself is actually what makes the game better. And at the same time, kumbaga, the challenges that you go through is what actually molds you to be a better business owner when it comes to planning, decision making, diba? Parang what I talked about with a guest, si Nathan Villasis. Kumbaga, parang if you're struggling, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. If you give up, you are a failure. But kung struggles lang yan, challenges lang yan, it doesn't mean that you are a failure. Kumbaga parang it's just making you, it's just challenging you. Parang yun yung sabi ko na, kumbaga, these challenges is what will tell you if this business or if this industry is really for you. Kasi kung hindi mo kayang labanan yung challenges na yun, then you're not meant to be a business owner. Diba? I think it's better if you're employed instead of running a business of your own because it's not easy to be a business owner, diba? Like si Gina kanina, diba? She shared na she had to study and learn everything before she was able to make it. She started doing international drop shipping. She wasn't as successful pero wala la continue study lang talaga. Continue study lang talaga, and that will make you better, and that will improve you as well. How many times have you failed, Gina?
Naku, maraming beses. Parang di ba as a business owner, hindi mo alam yung decision mo kung mali ba siya or tama unless you decide, unless ginagawa mo na siya. Doon mo lang malaman, ay, wait lang, may mali pala. So, doon mo na lang ulit ayusin. So, paulit-ulit lang siya.
Correct. How about, can you share with us what mistakes you've made during your journey, or probably what was the biggest mistake so far that you think you've done in your journey?
Biggest mistake, ako kasi parang yung risk taker, go, kaya natin yan, go na. Yung mga gano'n ako sa siguro yung sa financial side, yun ang mas kailangan. Doon, ngayon pa lang din namin nare-realize kung ano dapat yung kailangan i-focus mo doon pagdating sa financial side. Kasi sa umpisa, pag kumita ka ng pera, parang wow, ito na, pera natin to. Tapos marami kang projects na naiisip, tapos pagkagastusan, na ito yung gawin natin. Although hindi naman kami sobrang nag-scale ng mataas, dahil binabalanse din namin siya. Yung pagdating doon, kung ako, gagawin ko ulit, talagang iipunin ko lahat ng pera muna. Hindi talaga kami mag-spend sa mga ibang bagay or ibang projects na tingin ko hindi pa naman priority. So yun, kasi ako nung umpisa, ang problem ko ay meron akong shiny object syndrome. So kapag magkano to, gawin natin yan. So ito, daming projects. So, minsan sabay-sabay na sila, nakakalimutan na yung iba hanggang sa dami na namin ginagawa. So, yun. So, ngayon, natutunan ko na yung focus. So, focus ka muna. Doon, build mo muna siya. When it's working, saka mag-start ng another project until you finish that project muna. So, one at a time lang muna.
Correct. Actually, that's why I agree on that, no? Yung masyadong maraming project na ginagawa, because I think that was one of ojMD's opportunities as well. Kasi kami before ganyan din, kunyari lang, we come up with one idea, we work on it, tapos biglang let's do this other thing. And then after a month, biglang ito na naman. So sobrang daming branch ng services. Ang nangyayari, instead na nothing's perfect naman, di ba? Parang instead na mas napapaganda mo yung say si Project A, instead na mas ini-improve mo siya continuously, hindi siya masyado naalagaan kasi ang dami-dami mong ibang inaasikaso. So, kumbaga parang, that's one of my biggest, parang biggest learnings na, kumbaga, when you have a plan, execute, and then, talagang pag-anayin mo muna, pag dumating na yung time na talagang sobrang seamless na siya, then that's the time na parang, okay, start for, pwede na mag-start ng new venture or new game plan or parang new project, ganyan. And second, when it comes to finance, I completely agree with that because I have experienced that as well. Lalo na before, diba, BIR was not as strict with online businesses. So, nung hindi pa kami registered sa BIR, parang there was someone who asked me na parang parang kumikita ba yung business mo? Sabi ko, I believe so. Sabi niya, how can you say that your business is doing well? Parang he was asking me for figures. Sabi ko, I really don't know by number, pero nababayaran ko naman lahat ng staff ko. Lahat naman ng kailangan namin, nabibili ko naman. Kung may kailangan naman sa office, nabibili ko naman. Kung may mga bagay na personal na gusto kaming bilhin, nabibili naman. Yun lang yung basis ko. Yun lang yung basis ko. Na okay yung takbo ng negosyo, di ba? Sobrang petty, right? But actually, parang nung tapos biglang, ito na, nagkahigpitan na kay BIR and all. So, nag-register na kami. So, syempre, pag-register ka na, iba na. Ins and outs ng pera, monitored. And when we started doing that, sabi ko, oh my God, parang the expenses were greater than the gains. So, sabi ko, oh my God, I didn't know na ganito pala siya. Imagine it took us, parang 2 years na ata kami when we did that. So, ako, parang, and some of the previous guests also mentioned finance. Na parang before, hindi nila masyado pinapansin. Kasi like, especially with us in e-com, di ba? Like, we get late. Ngayon lang, recently lang naman yung mga courier na either daily remittance or every other day na remittance. Pero before, by week, by monthly, maswerte na yung makakuha ka ng courier na weekly ang remittance. Tapos, lump sum yung pera. Di ba? Lump sum yung pera. Kung hindi mo talaga titingnan yung finances mo on a granular scope na talagang titingnan mo yung ins and outs mo. Parang wala lang kasi, okay, papasok yung pera na malaki, ito yung kailangan mo na stocks, okay, bayaran yung mga ganito. Talagang akala mo, parang you think na everything is okay. And at the same time, especially for those who's in e-com, no, with couriers, kung hindi nyo rin babantayan isa-isa talaga yung mga orders, kung talaga bang nababayaran, sometimes hindi niya napapansin, hindi nababayaran lahat lahat ng sales. So, I remember, si Chris ba? Hindi ko lang maalala kung magkano yung kay Chris before. Huwag na natin banggitin yung courier. Parang nasa 500K or almost 1 million. Yung hindi, parang nung time na sinilip na nila talaga isa-isa, nung nagka-team na siya, sinilip na talaga isa-isa, doon lang napansin na meron palang hindi na babayaran. So, finances is really, teka lang, natawa ako sa comment ni Bjorn. Proudest monkey here. Sabi ko kasi mamaya ako nababasahin yung mga natawa ko. Kailangan talagang i-shoutout natin itong kay to the hubby. The proudest monkey here. Hindi ko kinain. Ginasa ko talaga. So, diba? Oo. And guys, kung hindi niya lang alam kung gaano ka-in love si Bjorn kay Gina, sobrang in love to. Hindi kami close ni Bjorn ha, pero si Bjorn, pinakita niya sa akin kung gaano niya kamahal po si Gina, ang kanyang wife. So, isa-shout out ko talaga si Bjorn. Oo. So, nakikita niya si Gina, guys, short hair. Pero yung pag yung love ni Bjorn sa kanya, date pa ni Gina si Rapunzel. So, sobrang haba ng buhok ni Gina. Siguro girl, hindi mo na kaya yung haba at bigat ng buhok mo, no? Kaya kailangan short hair lang. Diba? Hindi na kaya yung weight. Diba? Ay, naku, yan naman talaga kasi pag secured ka naman sa loved one mo, diba? Oo, minsan yung natural look natin, yan ang pinakagustong gusto nila. So, shout out to the little Bjorn.
Shout out tayo.
Oo. So yon. So, I think, actually, yan yung next, yan yung next plan ko na, din naman, kumbaga parang kahit na beginner pa lang, talagang you need to learn about finances dahil very, very important. Kumbaga, wag niyo nang hintayin na ang laki na ng kinikita ng business niyo bago niyo sisilipin lahat. Kasi sayang yung oras. Kumbaga, instead na makapag-scale up lang yung business, dun pa lang kayo magtitingin ng finances niyo. Better to do it from the beginning.
Get an accountant to help you out. Pagdating din sa mga bookkeeping, ganyan. Kasi if you try to figure out on your own, kami mahirap. Marami talaga siyang Kasi nag-register kami 2019. So, doon na nakita na, okay, ganito pala yung pag naka-register ka na, ito yung mga expenses, tapos, kailangan naka-record lahat. So, lahat, lahat talaga, kahit yung mga pamasahe or at ever, ganyan, re-record mo.
Yes.
Tapos doon mo makikita na kung kumikita ka ba talaga or hindi or ganyan. And also yung accountant mo, makakatulong din sa inyo kasi may mga inputs din sila kung paano na meet
Correct.
mo ng terms dun sa mga supplier, ganyan, para pampaikot ng pera mo. Malaking tulong.
Correct.
So do it right.
That's
Yun
right.
lang ang proseso.
Oo. Pero mag-ingat lang din kasi like ako, nakailang palit ako ng accountant. Nakatatlo. Parang yung accountant namin now, parang third or fourth. Kasi yung iba, siyempre lalo naman ako, parang ako kasi may mga time na parang I'm smart in some things, but I find myself stupid in other things. So, sa mga accountant na, yung mga terms ba, lalo na ng BIR registered na kami, na parang, I needed someone who can explain everything to me as if they're explaining it to a kindergarten. Yun yung, ganun yung struggle ko. As in, ganun talaga yung struggle ko na parang nabubobo ko, na may mental block ako every time na may, di ba, syempre, di ba, like if you're not in the same industry, sometimes when I explain things to you, or parang tayo, di ba, when we share stuff with people who's not in the e-com scene, puro jargon. So, ganun din. It took me I think this is my fourth na I had to reach out na sa mga ka-network. Actually, si Edward Walter ang i-shout out ko lang to. One Year in Partners. There are our accounting, sila yung gamit namin na agency for our accounting needs and all. And even sa registration, na, kasi, minsan kasi, meron naman kasi mga iba, well, technically, minsan hindi naman talaga sila accountant parang, meron kasing bookkeeper na pwedeng can do accounting work, pero ano ba yung term sa kanila? Yung mga freelancers sila, pero may term, I just forgot the term. They're very transactional ba? Na, kukontakin ka lang pag time of the month, parang gano'n, meron na silang time of the month na kukontakin ka na, sisingilin ka na, tapos hihingin na yung mga documents mo. Yun nga, kumbaga parang, I needed someone, if you need someone who can explain things to you, na as if preschooler ka, I highly recommend one niya itong na to. Kasi talagang, sa kanya ko lang naintindihan. Imagine he was my fourth. Sila na yung fourth na hinire namin. Sa kanya ko lang naintindihan lahat ng bagay-bagay. Parang ako pa ulit-ulit ako, ano ba yung VAT? Ano ba yung non-VAT? Ano ba difference yung ganito sa ganyan? So, it's also, but just be careful. It's good to hire an accountant, a bookkeeper, but just be careful also of who you hire. Just make sure na they fit your needs. Not just the accounting needs, but, someone who's also willing to work with you, especially if you are having a hard time understanding the processes and all. So, just be careful.
And before you hire, you also need to learn on your own. Hindi ka po pwedeng mag-depend lang sa accountant.
Right.
Siya lang lahat. Dapat before you even hire, nag-research na rin, nag-aaral na rin kung ano yung mga terminologies or anything about yung mga accounting system or bookkeeping, ganyan. Para hindi ka pwedeng paikutin lang din. Kasi alam mo rin kung ano yung may background ka rin kahit pa paano. Like the basics lang.
Correct. That's right. Actually, the accountant we had before 1 year, may mga sinisingil, kasi naman, di ba, minsan naman tayo, parang, okay, ito yung kailangan to get something done. You just pay them. Tapos, nung time na mag-shift na ako, doon ko sinilip lahat ng sinisingil sa amin every month. May mga sinisingil siya na part of the parang, not necessarily part of the contract, but it was part of the contract if that headcount was included, pero hindi naman. Pero nung sinilip na namin, sabi ko, bakit sinisingil ako na ganito? Parang hindi naman ganun yung nagawa. Tapos very funny pa, wala siyang nasulat sa books. As in, the books was clear. Kaya sabi nga ni JP, yung may-ari nitong 1 Year in Partners, sabi niya, bookkeeper po siya, dapat po monthly po siya nagsusulat sa books, pero wala ngang nagawa. So really be careful with who you hire. Kailangan yun nga, sabi nga ni Gina, it's good to know And kumbaga, even if you're actually outsourcing or even if you're hiring, actually not just accountants, diba? I mean, even in your team, there should always be a measure of performance para sigurado din kayo na, you know, the people that you hire are actually doing their job. Because the reason why they're there is for them to help you and to help your business. So it's always good to check and monitor what your staff or people that you hire to help you are doing. What is your greatest fear? And how do you manage fear?
Greatest fear ko in general, losing anyone in my life. Any loved ones or friends or anyone nakakilala ko. Hindi ko kaya. Masakit na dun ako natatakot, like especially yung family, di ba? Yun hindi ko kaya. Yun ang greatest fear ko. Pagdating naman sa business, ang greatest fear ko ay, syempre we have this vision for our company. Ang greatest fear ko ay hindi namin, yung magre-retire na ako in all and hindi pa namin na-accomplish yung vision namin, na ma-improve din yung lives ng mga kasama namin or sa amin sa family, ganyan. So yun ang greatest fear ko, yung hindi ma-accomplish yung aming mga goals and visions.
Who has been your greatest inspiration and why?
Yung family ko, sila pa rin. I mean, do you mean like someone in the business or ganyan na inspiration?
Let's put it more on like sa business, like who has been your greatest inspiration?
Yung mga ako gusto ko kasi sa amin sa family business namin. So ang gusto ko ina-aspire ko is like the Ayala family. Sila na sobrang laki na, 'di ba? Pero yung heart nila nandoon pa rin with the people, sila RSA, ganyan. So sila yung nakikita na kahit sobrang yaman na nila, nandun pa rin sila, humble pa rin. Tapos hands-on pa rin sila dun sa mga tao nila, sa business nila. And you see na hindi nila pinapabayaan yung mga kasama nila, ganyan. And the way they grow their business, nandoon yung heart. So, yun yung gusto ko na ma-accomplish namin, yung the right culture in the company, na maglagay ka ng mga yung hindi lang hindi talaga pera, hindi pera-pera. It's more of yung purpose. And yun ang nakikita ko kasi sa kanila. Yung mga pina-follow ko ng mga business people, yung mga mentors, ganyan. So, yun ang inspiration ko.
That's good. What would you say are the top 3 skills needed to be a successful business owner?
Okay, number 1 for me, siguro hindi lang, kahit hindi skills, no? So, ako, number 1 for me is, faith in God. Yun, number 1 yun. Being God-centered. Yung isa sa culture na gusto namin sa company ay pagiging God-centered. Dahil kailangan accept mo na hindi mo kaya lahat eh. Tao ka lang. So, magkakamali ka. Kailangan meron kang kakapitan. Kailangan meron kang lalapitan every time may problem ka. Yung guidance ni God talaga, yun napaka-importante. That's number 1. And then number 2, yung focus. Number 2 yung focus talaga. Hindi ka po pwedeng tumingin lagi sa ibang tao. Kailangan mag-focus ka muna sa kung anong ginagawa mo. Kung anong ginagawa niyo sa company, sa business niyo. Kasi pag nakatingin ka sa ibang tao, nandun din yung maiinggit ka. Siyempre sila, parang eto na yung ginagawa nila and all that. Yung galing-galing na nila, ganun. Pero hindi mo kasi makikita na yung behind the scenes, ang dami rin nilang mali. Parang tayo din, ganun. So, huwag kang tumingin muna sa ibang tao, mag-focus ka muna sa business. That's number 2. And then number 3 is, don't give up. Huwag ka, dapat nandun kasi yung yung heart mo dun sa business eh. para hindi ka mag-give up, dapat gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. So parang magkaiba tayo, no? Pero parang dapat nandun yung passion mo. Gusto mo ba talaga siya? Gusto mo yung ginagawa mo? Kasi kapag hindi mo siya gusto, mag-give up ka in the middle. Pag meron ka na pagdaanin na sobrang hirap, baka mag-give up ka na. So dapat hindi ka lang mag-focus dun sa business na, eto, kasi ginagawa nila dahil maraming pera dito, eto yung gagawin ko sa ngayon. Dapat hindi. Mag-focus ka dun sa business mo na eto yung gusto ko, eto yung talagang alam ko, dito ako magaling. So, dun ka mag-push. Dun mo i-push.
That's right. Actually, yung number 3, na sinabi mo na, this is something that you really want. Parang it's same as yung course in college, di ba? Di ba sometimes the courses that we take in college are not our own preference of our parents, or something na tingin lang natin na would actually give parang once we do the job na, it will bring us a lot of money. Pero ano yung nagiging tendency, di ba? Minsan tatapusin lang yung 4 years, tatapusin lang yung pag-aaral, pero after, wala, sayang lang din. Hindi naman ginagamit yung napag-aralan kasi hindi naman talaga yun yung gusto ng heart nila. Kumbaga parang gusto lang yun ng mind nila, or it was something that other people wanted for them, not them. Kaya di ba yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina na, kumbaga, expect the challenges because the challenges is what will hone you, and the challenges is what will make you realize if this is really the industry for you. So, it's really something that you really want to do. Yes, I completely agree with that.
Yes.
Ito medyo Miss Universe question siya, no? If you had a magic stick, which are the 3 things that you would change in the world?
Siguro number 1 yung awareness. Awareness about yung sa ibang tao, ganyan. So, hindi lang yung puro sarili lang yung iniisip natin. Kasi nawawala na yun ngayon eh. Nawawala na. Minsan, yung mga tao, sarili na lang yung iniisip nila. O, eto lang yung gagawin ko kasi eto lang yung para sa akin, ganyan. So, yung awareness then for the environment, kasi yung climate change.
Yes.
Emergency na talaga yun. Ako na-alarm na ako para din sa future ng mga anak natin, ganyan, ano nang mangyayari sa kanila. Kasi sobrang, ngayon, di ba, iba na talaga yung, klima. Iba na yung nangyayari. So, if we push forward with kung anong ginagawa natin ngayon, ano pang magiging future nila. So, yung awareness doon. And then, number 3, yung dalawa sila actually. Pride and greed. Yun yung gusto ko na mabago. I mean, hindi naman totally ma-avoid natin siya, pero sana ma-lessen natin siya na ibaba natin yung pride natin at bawasan natin yung greed natin. Kasi sa business, ganun din yung nakikita ko eh. I watch documentaries para na aware ako kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa mundo, di ba? Sa sobrang gusto nating kumita ng pera, nag-iiba na yung marketing ngayon. Kung ano na yung napapaniwala natin yung mga tao na ibang mga bagay para lang ma-push natin yung product, kahit masama naman ito para sa ibang tao or napangloloko na siya. Yung greed ba, bawasan natin. Kasi, I mean, pag, alam mo, ang inisip ko nga like, kung simple lang tayong lahat na alam mo, magtanim ka lang ng dyan or something, kakain ka na, di ba? Tapos may malinis na tubig, pwede ka nang uminom. Tapos malinis yung hangin. Di ba mabubuhay naman tayong lahat kung ganun lang na kasimple tayong mag-isip. Although ngayon, syempre, iba dahil may negosyo tayo, di ba? Pero eto, hindi ko naman iniisip din para sa amin lang, di ba? Iniisip ko rin yung mga kasama namin. Kaya pinupush forward ko siya. Pero I want to do it as ethically as possible na hindi mo na nasisira yung environment or yung mga tao or yung sa marketing naloloko mo na sila, ganyan ba? Kasi yung tayo as marketers, we can influence beliefs. Kaya natin mabago yung belief ng mga tao. So ngayon, sana gawin natin siya na ma-influence natin siya in a positive way yung awareness, positive awareness
Correct.
for other people.
Yes, and I think, with what you said, na kumbaga, since a lot of people are shifting online, not just sellers, but definitely buyers, di ba? Kasi talagang nag-i-increase yung market for the buyers. Let's not ruin the business by
Yes.
continuously fooling people just to be able to sell something. Kumbaga parang, I think, kumbaga parang, for those people who's actually doing that, diba, if, kung yung isang budol item nga, namamarket mo, what more, if you actually find the product that does what it says, diba, or, what does yung minamarket mo, 'di ba? That would just basically make you greater. So, kumbaga instead of kasi usually I can be wrong, no? Like if say kasi marami namang nagsa-start sa budol items talaga, 'di ba? Pero technically nagsushift naman as they learn. But kumbaga parang if you're doing it for the sake of really fooling people and just, basically stealing people's money, there's always karma. Diba? Kumbaga, parang yung pinapakain mo na pagkain yung ginagamit mo na pera pambili ng pagkain sa pamilya mo, galing sa panloloko. Diba? Karma is digital. Ako, I'm a firm believer of karma talaga. Yes, possible na kumikita ka ngayon, but hanggang kailan yan? And at the same time, yun nga, kumbaga, wag nating sirain yung industriya because sayang niya eh. Kumbaga, parang the market is there. Kumbaga, majority has transitioned online already. Kumbaga, yung buying powers ng Filipinos, nag-increase na talaga. Kumbaga, very open-minded na yung mga tao ngayon eh when it comes to buying online. Unlike before, diba? Hindi naman as much before the pandemic. Pero ngayon, no choice eh. So, kumbaga parang, let's take advantage of that and not ruin the business, not ruin the industry by doing, foolish things. Kung kaya niyong mag-market, kung nakakabenta kayo ng budol item, what more, diba? Yun nga, parang yun sa akin eh, what more if the product that you're trying to sell is something that really does what you are marketing. Diba? Mas maganda. And hindi ka mamamroblema sa page score mo. Diba? Yan ang isang challenge. Pag budol lang item mo, babagsak ang page score mo, magmamahal lang babayaran mo sa ads, parang pinahirapan mo lang din yung sarili mo. But if your product is actually, I'm not saying naman na everyone would love your product, diba? There are customers na minsan kahit naman ginagawa what is advertised or what is promised, you cannot please everyone, diba? So there would always, kasi baka mamaya sabihin na, ginawa ko naman yung sinabi mo, biglang meron pa rin nag-survey na alam mo naman tao minsan, diba? May nag-survey pa din na hindi daw sila pleased, diba? We cannot please everyone, but these things would actually just help you and your business, diba? We all start as a one-man team. Everyone in e-com started as a one-man team. Not unless if you have a partner or if you have a friend or you have a family member who is starting with you, diba? Meron kang kasama. But majority starts as a one-man team. Ayaw nyo bang mag-grow as a company? Diba? Everyone is like that. Everyone started as a one-man team and now our companies already, teams already, diba? Like ikaw, kayo Gina, ilan na staff nyo? Or how many employees do you have?
Konti pa kami. Around 15.
Not still, diba? Still not bad. From just you, imagine from just you, tapos naging 4 kayo, tapos now you have a staff of 15 people. So, diba, who doesn't want to have that? And I'm sure before, hindi naman kayo top line, diba? Kumbaga parang, now you're company, you're a business. So, everyone would want, yun yung dapat na goal natin eh, diba? Tama si Gina, it's not just about the money. Let's all be honest naman. Sa una, yan naman talaga yung goal natin, diba? To basically just generate money. But, as the business goes along, and yun nga, as you master the craft, mag-shift yung goal natin to, okay, I want to be bigger. And the only way for you to be bigger is not unless you really do as what you advertise. Because what will sustain your business is not your new customers. What will sustain your business is your current clients and their word of mouth.
Yes.
Diba? Kung puro no customers ka lang, mauubos mo ang customers sa buong Pilipinas. Diba? Tapos, what will happen next? Diba? So, let's not ruin the business. Let's not ruin the industry. Yung iba sabihin nila, marketing strategy. Yun na nga diba? Magaling kayo sa marketing strategy. What more if the product that you're selling is advertising as what you are selling, then that will just make you richer. And at the same time, hindi mo kailangan gumawa ng bagong Facebook page pa ulit-ulit dahil bumabagsak yung page score mo. It will increase your page score. Also, mas magiging legit pa yung store mo kasi dadami yung likes, hindi mo kailangan gumawa ng pabago-bago.
At
So that was a really good advice.
Help our economy. Yung ang daming mga local products na pwede nating ibenta at i-promote at
Right.
'di ba ang dami nating mga producers na napakagagaling naman talaga. At saka kino-compare ko lang na syempre iba yung manufacturing, mostly nasa China sila or nasa ibang bansa. Dito sa Pilipinas, pag pumunta ka sa grocery, makikita mo yung mga brands talaga ay lahat imported, halos ang kinalakihan natin na brands eh. Pero kung tulungan pa natin yung economy natin, i-push pa natin na magkaroon ng mas maraming manufacturing dito sa Pilipinas, kaya naman natin. Diba? Paikutin natin na nandito lang sa Pilipinas. Kasi ako pag nag-grocery ako, nalulungkot ako kasi tinitingnan ko, ito yung brands na nakalakihan natin. Ito siya, syempre hindi ko na-mention, di ba? Pero ito yung mga umiikot lang, binibili lang natin paulit-ulit. Pero galing sa ibang bansa, bakit hindi natin, kaya naman natin gawin dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? So, pag pinush pa natin siya na tinulungan, tayo kasi nasa e-commerce, naghahanap tayo lagi ng winning product natin. Pero napakarami nating produkto at producers dito sa Pilipinas na pwede nating tulungan. Pwede tayong gumawa ng sarili nating mga produkto na lahat sila effective, quality, masarap, ganyan. Nandito lang din sa Pilipinas eh. Pero hindi natin siya, kasi mas madali kasing i-market yung mga may video na, ayan, yung mga produkto na i-orderin na lang natin. Pero yung sariling product natin, medyo mas may konting trabaho pa pagdating doon. Pero tulungan natin siya, tulungan natin economy na yung produkto natin ang i-push natin, yung mga local products.
Yes, that's a very good advice. Siguro sa dropshipping namin, no, maghanap ako ng ano.
Alam mo, ang daming producers na matutulungan. Sa totoo lang. Yung mga local producers.
It's a very, very good advice. Ayan, just before I read my last question for you today, batiin lang muna natin yung mga I hope I didn't lose anything dahil dalawang beses ako nawala. Hi to Marifel Beltran.
Ate Fel. Hello,
Irene, ayan, si Johaira. Guest din natin yan next week.
Hello, Johaira.
Chefs Alfaro. Good evening to Ma'am Gina and to Sir Bjorn. O Bjorn, ano ka? Na-mention. Yan. Hi to Jason Matthew. Yan. Ito kami ni Matt. Meron kaming collaboration. Siya yung for the finance talks. Kasi yun nga yung napansin ko na some of the tips that were given by some of the speakers also before or guests na yun nga, work on finance. Kaya I really want to discuss finance as well. Hi to Romeo Morandante. Ayan. Yes po, don't worry. This interview is in our YouTube channel and magsistay naman po siya sa page. So you can always watch it. Ayan, sabi ni paano ba to? Jaja. A woman with a great heart to help others. Yes. Romeo, 100% agree.
Thank you.
Si Chef, very informative, great tips. Kaya nag-stuck na ako sa branding. Actually, it's good to brand as well because I think since a lot of people are shifting online, ano din naman, kumbaga, how can you be different from the rest, 'di ba? One key thing is branding, 'di ba? Creating your own brands. Or parang sabi nga ni Gina, 'di ba? Support local manufacturers, 'di ba? Since lalo na yung mga nagsa-start sa e-com, usually mga puro retail items yan, DV items, Shopee items, Lazada items, China items. So imagine if you're actually selling local products, di ba? That would also make you different. So, yan. Sabi ni Evangeline, ano ba to? Relative mo ba to? Evangeline Ramos, we are watching you. We are watching you. Good luck. And then from John Reb, hello, Ma'am Gina. Ramdam na ramdam ko ang iyong sincerity as a businesswoman.
Thank you.
Nice. So, yun nga, diba? That's why that is our goal to share the backstories, diba? Parang nabanggit mo nga kanina, diba? Some people, they're blindsided by the success. So that's why they immediately think na, it's good to start e-com because it's gonna be easy and I'm gonna be like this. But hindi natin alam yung thorns, struggles, sweat, blood, and tears that these business owners had to go through before they reached the status that they are in now. Again, the failures, the challenges is what molded them to be who they are now. So that's why never be afraid of challenges or failures because that will just what will make you be a better, stronger, and fiercer business owner. So my last question for you, Gina, is if you were to write a book about yourself, how would you name it and why?
Okay. Biography ba yan? Book about myself, no? Siguro about the journey, I would name it In His Time. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng madaliin yung proseso. Yun yung natutunan ko. Sa ano namin, so ilan na kami, 2016 ako nag-try, diba? So, hindi mo pwedeng i-jump forward na, magaling na agad ako, ganyan. Ano lang kailangan mo rin magtiwala talaga na tutulungan ka naman, may guidance. And then, of course, you have to help yourself, yung action. Kailangan mong pag-aralan, paghirapan. Ako naniniwala na imposibleng hindi ka mag-succeed pagka sobrang hardworking ka talaga. Yung mga tao na ano ba to, hirap na hirap ako, yung ganyan, 'di ba? Yung minsan ganun yung mga iniisipan natin. Anong mangyayari sa akin dito? Parang hindi, push mo lang. Ako yung 1 year na yon, yung 2016, bago ako nag-jump ng local ni e-commerce, 2017. So, to 2016. Pero before that, parang nag-aaral na rin ako. Mga 2014, nag-aaral na ako noon. Sobrang, nagre-research na ako, affiliate marketing, ganyan-ganyan. Nagpupuyat ako gabi-gabi. Tapos, sinasabihan ako ng parents ko, matulog ka na, kulang pa yung babayaran mo sa ospital, sa puyat mo, sa sakit mo, ganyan. Parating ganon sila. So, ako iniisip ko lang, pagka pinagtiyagaan ko to, imposibleng hindi kami mag-succeed dito. Kasi, dami ko nang nilagay dito na oras na hard work talaga Lahat puyat, pawis. Alam mo sa pag hindi lang, alam mo yon, 'di ba, yung hirap na hindi lang blood, sweat, tears, lahat talaga iiyakan mo, emosyon mo, lahat ilalabas mo. Kapag lahat yon binigay mo all out, imposibleng hindi ka mag-succeed. And of course, it's in His time. Kasi i-equip ka niya. Bibigyan ka niya ng tamang wisdom. Kapag na-reach mo na yung point and ready ka na, bibigyan niya na sa'yo. At sobra-sobra pa dun sa hinihiling mo. Yan.
Yes, I completely agree. As long as, kaya nga, diba, kumbaga parang, that's why one of the key things that Gina mentioned earlier is that you really need to want this.
Mm-mm.
Because if you really have that want, no matter what challenge there is, kaya mo siyang malampasan. And at the same time, it's good to have a network. What I mean by network is, people of the like-minded people,
Yes.
network with them. Like, diba, as what I always share. Like
Mm-mm.
us, like me personally, my network yan. Sila Chris
Mm-mm.
Cabral, Neil Martinez, Reg Caligagan, Edward
Mm-mm.
Walter. Because if you don't have a network and you suddenly parang feel lost, kasi there would always come a time na you feel like giving up. And that's
Mm-mm.
normal.
Mm-mm.
And your network is what will help and lift you up, diba? I mean,
Support
though
system.
si Gina is fortunate because Bjorn's there,
Mm-mm.
family is there because they're doing it all together. So
Medyo nag-freeze ka ata. Okay, mag-shoutout ulit ako. Hintayin kita, mag-shoutout muna. Okay. Ano to? Dexter, PES po. Sarap local products, less hassle sa shipping, less out of stock, mas mataas pa din profit. Yes. Correct. Correct yun, Dexter. Hello po. Mark Saberola. Thank you for watching. Mare Jobs. Thank you for watching. John Reb. Babasahin ko lang para kasi nawawala si... Oh, ayan ka na pala.
Oo, na-stress ako kasi naiinis ako pag kailan ako bigay na bigay sa sinishare ko. Kailan ako bigay na bigay sa sinishare ko, bigla akong nawawala. Anyway, sayang meron 2 comment kanina.
Mm-mm. Nag-shoutout ako habang wala ka. Binabasa ko yung nila. Yes. Pa-shout. Hi, Aya. Shoutout. John Reb, a really big help, Doña Mary. Masyado kasi na-hype ang nagsisimula pa lang ako. Yes. Wag ma-hype. Ano lang.
Alam ko na, sabi ng internet ko, overtime ka na masyado. Dapat isang oras ka lang.
Kaya pala. May time limit.
Sayang nawawala yung mga comments. So, ayun nga. So, anyways, ayun. This is something that you really should want. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to be to do this business kasi diba, sabi nga ni Gina, this is a real business. Hindi to joke lang, diba? If you want to earn, if you want to earn millions, diba? Consider this as a serious business. And expect failures along the way, guys. Napaka-imposible na hindi kayo makaka-experience ng failures or challenges. Again, those are what will mold you and hone you to be better in the craft. So expect those. Do not be afraid of the failures because if takot kayo sa failure, then you shouldn't be in this business. Diba? As what I mentioned, ultimo sa pamilya, personal life, there would always be challenges, there would always be problems, but one thing that I am a firm believer of is hindi tayo whatever challenge we get or whatever challenge we face, hindi yan ibibigay sa atin kung hindi natin kayang malampasan. Sometimes we just don't know and we just don't understand or we just don't know how to deal with it. But time will come na you will be able to overcome it. And then after a few months, after a year, and you recall that problem na akala mong mamamatay ka na or akala mong hindi mo kayang malampasan, Because we had, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 speakers who mentioned na they were almost at the point of bankruptcy. That they were very successful. Kumbaga, they experienced ups and downs, and then they were at the peak. Naka-experience na nila yung peak, and then they also experienced almost going bankrupt. But what did they do? They did not give up.
Yes.
And now they're back up. Diba? Kumbaga parang imagine if they actually what do you call this? Kung nag-give up sila, then it's either they probably started from scratch, doing another business, or probably they're in another industry now, but they never gave up. So expect those. Ayan, hinahanap ko lang yung mga nawalang comment. So sabi ni Dexter PE, yes po, sarap local products, less hassle sa shipping, at less out of stock. Mas mataas din profit margin. And if you're actually selling local, mas unique yung product mo. Since not a lot of people are selling it. Ayan, si Floricel din, support locals. Si Ea Q, ito siya, pa-shout out. Ea Q.
Go po, represent. Shout out.
Oo. Shout out. Meron isang comment hindi ko alam kung saan yun eh. Natawa kasi tinawag niya akong Donya. Yun lang yung naalala ko sa... Pero may binanggit siya. Pero kasi yung naalala, may sinabi siyang something.
Eto, si John sabi niya, a really big help, Doña Marie. Masyado kasi na-hype nung nagsisimula pa lang ako.
Ayan. Oo. Hindi po ako Donya. Wag po tayong ano lang po ako. Mayaman lang po ako sa knowledge at experience.
Madam lang.
Hindi ko po Donya. Sana, hopefully soon. Yan yung sinasabi ko na maraming naha-hype. Parang before, when we were still conducting face-to-face workshops, may mga other groups who would also conduct workshops na would promise that you would earn 1 million in a month or so on and so forth, diba? Well, I'm not sure if they're legit or not. Pero ako kasi, never kasi nga ako nagbibigay ng turnaround time when you would see the gains. Because for me, that is dependent on the student.
Wala.
Not it's up to... Am I back?
Ayan ka.
Narinig mo ba ako, Gina? Kasi hindi kita nakikita.
Yes, narinig kita. Ay, nawala. Oh my. Nawala. Sige, shout out muna ulit ako. Wait ka namin. Ayan.
Ito na. Overtime na nga. Ayan. So, ayun. Guys, I hope you learned a lot from our session tonight. I hope that, Gina's story inspired you to either start e-com or to just keep going if in case you are struggling. Again, failures, challenges are part of the game. Hindi po yan mawawala. So, always. So, ayun, Gina, thank you so much for gracing us tonight. Also, thank you to Bjorn for recommending you. For recommending you guests. So, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your experience with us. So, guys, tomorrow we have a session. Our guest tomorrow night is Darwin Bustillo. He's not Filipino, he's the Latino.
Paano wala ka, Mary? Time's up na daw. Ayan. Thank you everyone for watching. Mark Saberola, Jobs, Ea, Floricel. Okay, thank you na lang ako habang hinihintay natin si Mary. Dexter, John Rep, thank you. Si Owa, thank you for watching po. Romeo, thank you. Si Lodi, Dave Acosta, thank you for watching.
Ayan. So again, for the nth time. For the nth time. Thank you, everyone. Guys, magpapaalam na talaga ako dahil ayaw na, ito si Converge talaga, iniinis na ako. Anyways, again, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Gina. Guys, stay home, stay safe, enjoy the rest of the evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Gina. Bye.
Do you want to build a personal brand online? PC Mastercamp is for you.
PC Mastercamp is the accelerator of the next big personal brands.
It is the most interactive and transformative 3-day virtual camp you'll ever attend in the Philippines.
You will be equipped with the clarity, direction, and foundation for creating a unique, effective, and profitable personal brand.
Discover your strengths and learn how to leverage them.
Obtain the technical skills and knowledge to maintain and grow your brand.
You will do all of this with close guidance, support, and accountability from the community.
Learn from the coaches that specialize in different areas of brand building such as strengths mastery, brand identity, brand growth, graphic design, video creation, and writing.
So Passionate Creators is actually a community of purpose-driven and remarkably supportive individuals.
Pursuing what you love and reaching for the stars will be the new normal once you're surrounded with brand builders and thought leaders.
It's your turn to transform your passion into a living.
Transform your plan into action.
And make your message go viral. In PC Mastercamp,
Passions made real. Together with RTD Vlogging Academies, Real Talk Barbs.
This is where it starts.
PC Mastercamp
is for you.
Enroll now.
See you in PC Mastercamp.